We do this stupid standard thing where you've got to just do a name check, you know what I mean? So just tell us what your name is and all that sort of stuff.
My name is Stephen Manderson, better known to some as Professor Green.
Who was the philosophist that said, like, what was it, I don't know how many thousand years ago, all disease begins in the gut?
Socrates, I think.
Socrates.
Yeah.
Let medicine be their foods.
Yeah, food be their medicine, yeah. The kitchen is your pharmacy, that was Mark Hyman.
But that's it, if you reduce options, we've got too many options food-wise, and most of it isn't food.
Exactly.
So if you remove the stuff that isn't food, I'm pretty sure you'll see an improvement in health anyway.
Paying to sit in freezing conditions, red light therapy, and having nutrients infused directly into your body.
The healthcare system is there if you're really broken down. People are now engaged with the idea that they can take control of how they feel.
It's almost like we've become so used to being reactive. You know, we wait until something's wrong and then we go to a doctor and take medication to put a plaster over that, and all too often that medication causes another problem which you end up taking something else for. And you see it, you know, in our elders. I see it in my grandmother.
It's all part of the world of biohackers.
My name is Dr. Mohammed Inayat. I'm a GP by background and I am the founder and CEO of Human.
Have you seen anything like this is on television?
Yeah, this TV.
That's why I was shocked that he's got iPhone filming it.
Today, Leon Carita is having ozone therapy. It highly oxygenates the blood and boosts the cells.
Taking out venous blood from his veins, we're mixing it with ozone that's generated from an oxygen cylinder by the ozone generator in a closed, sterile loop.
Their aim is to live better and for longer. Jim Weeble was curious to find out more.
What's happened here that has made a difference then? What treatments have helped?
I feel like I have a new lease on life. I really, really do. I've not had energy for years. It's really scary that we don't know about the negative impacts of many of the things that are on offer to us all of the time that are regular parts of our day-to-day lives. You know, we don't know how much dopamine is triggered by, you know, bad foods, using our phone, entertainment, and, you know, drink, drugs, all of these things. So when people say they're depressed, it's like, okay, well, what's causing the depression?
I just want to make sure that we're kind of living life to the fullest, and health is number one, you know, to make that happen.
I mean, I'm going to be my kid's dad until the day I pass. But, you know, people normally say 18 years, of which I've done the first 2, but I've still got 16 to go. So I want to be well for that as well.
This type of health is redefining what health can be. It's a state of vitality. It's a state of optimal health, right? The best energy, the best mood, the best concentration. When you're operating at this end, the evidence, the proof is in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding though, isn't it? Because you can say there's no evidence for anything that we've done. I could be like, well, do you know what? I'm better.
Exactly.
So there's enough evidence here for me to know that I'm going to continue doing these things.
But the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
This is it. Proof is in the pudding. There's only so much you can kind of go against the science. The science isn't fabricated, it's known, it's established science. If you take more vitamin C, you'll have a healthier immune response, as a simple example of that.
So how did all this help with the tour then?
All of this helped with the tour massively. I was jumping up and down from the minute I stepped out to the minute I stepped off, which was 90 minutes later, and that's longer than most Barry's boot camp classes.
So it was really tangible then?
The benefits were incredibly tangible. And it's uncomfortable, but you have to lean into discomfort. If you are, you know, you begin to scratch the surface and arm yourself with information, which again, going back to people having to engage with their health, it's really important that you do that, because when you understand how your body works, you can then begin to learn what to do to fine tune it.
You know, you have so much knowledge. Just the thing to take away is like just empowering yourself with knowledge.
Well, it's the most important thing. I do a lot of work around mental health. It's impacted my life, and obviously that of my father, who took his own life. If I don't feel great, the first thing I do now is look at my own actions. Am I sleeping well? Am I eating well? Am I exercising? Am I moving? You know, exercise doesn't have to be an hour going hell for leather if you don't feel up to it. It can be as simple as going for a walk. Ideally first thing in the morning before 9 a.m. because that triggers your circadian rhythm. So your good night's sleep begins when you wake up and get out and get sun on your eyes without sunglasses. You know, this is how we've evolved, and a lot of what is considered new medicine and these new ideas are actually just going back to what we did intuitively.
Lovely.